This video is sponsored by Dubby Energy. When working on something, whether it's a car or even gaming, do you ever feel like this? Then Dubby Energy is here to help you. Dubby Energy is how an energy drink should be, with zero artificial colours, dyes and even no calories. Jitter, shake and crash free, so you feel like you can continue with your project without going back to square one. With over 15 custom made flavours, bundles, merch or even just a shaker bottle, there's plenty to choose from. Thank you so much to Dubby Energy for sponsoring this channel. Use code JJRCars, all caps, no spaces, for a nice 10% off. Links are in the description below for their website as well as their Instagram page. With that said, let's get into the video. Welcome back to the channel. As you could see there, I do have an advertisement at the start of my videos now, and I did say in the clip that is now me, sponsored by Dubby Energy. I just want to say again, thank you so much for not only sponsoring me, but the channel and this YouTube journey that I'm on. I never thought I would be at this stage already as a small YouTuber that's been given the opportunity to have some sort of sponsor, so I really appreciate it. If you see anything on the website that you like or an Instagram page, then just use my code and you will get a nice 10% off. Just before we get into today's video, I just want to state that we have crossed over the 200 subscriber mark, and it's a small milestone that I've been working towards, and it's slowly but surely getting there. The next milestone is 500 subscribers, and the reason for that is because once I hit that with the right amount of watch hours, I can actually open up my own merch store, which I've always wanted to do. It's actually really exciting, and it just means that I can maybe produce some t-shirts or stickers or accessories or something like that to be able to sell on and for people to show their support. And all you need to do is hit that subscribe button. It takes less than a second, but it helps me out massively. But let's get into today's video. This hasn't actually started or ran in over a week, so I'll do a little cold start video just now. There's the daily, best daily ever. A little rough there trying to start that, but it started. Something else that I should have mentioned is that I had to look at the glow plugs because it's on a button on the dashboard, and the glow plug harness that actually goes onto all the glow plugs is actually wrecked. Like the clips that go onto the glow plugs just are non-existent. I'm trying to source another one, so I will be looking at that today just in the background, looking to see if it has a plug on the harness so I can just unplug it, put on a new one and plug it back in, or if it's something that I actually need to like splice in. I'll get the car into the garage and we'll see what's next. Right, now the car's in the garage, I can actually go through a couple of updates. Since the last video I done on this car, I actually gave it a full hand wash. It didn't really make that much of a difference, but I did use some engine degreaser and went around with a brush and just brushed absolutely everything in the engine bay. And to be fair, for a 260,000 mile car slash engine, it did come up actually alright. I tried to get down into here because it did have a rocker cover gasket leak that the previous owner told me about, and you can see some remnants of the oil leak there, but I just tried to get to all the easy bits and it came up pretty nice. I actually have a stockpile of parts for the car. If you haven't seen my Instagram post, I got lots of amazing new parts from Darkside Developments, as well as some other things, like I found the brand new centre caps that I was looking for. I'm not putting them on just now because the wheels need a total refurb as well as new tyres. Got myself a boost gauge, which is actually digital as well, which is pretty cool. A new snazzy gear knob, a brand new proper AGR delete as well because I've just done the cowboy bypass just now. And that will tie in with this. If you're following the Instagram page, you would have seen all this already, which is a reason why to go and follow, because you'll get updates and pictures and videos most likely before the video is live. Managed to do a bit of sorting out as well. This box here is everything Honda for this, and this is everything Volkswagen that is mainly for and came off that. And speaking of new parts, I almost forgot about this. Honda S2000 open air filter, which again is all part of this as well. The main thing I want to show and tell is what's on the workbench in front of me. Here we have a ruined JW Automotive GT 1756V hybrid turbo for a PD engine. My mate Ben, who's been on the channel before, kindly donated this not only to me, not only for the car, but for the YouTube channel as well. So Ben, if you're watching this, thank you so much, mate, it's much appreciated. There is, however, an issue. As you can see, I've got it in parts here, and if you look at the compressor wheel, it is completely chewed. And the story behind this is Ben actually bought this turbo completely brand spanking new, got it fitted onto the car, done less than 100 metres he said, and no boost. And that is the reason the installer, they believe, actually dropped something down the intake, which went obviously through the cold side into the compressor wheel slash housing and just absolutely destroyed the compressor wheel. Obviously I did have to take this off for replacement, and this is the most I've ever dived into a turbo repair, rebuild, whatever you want to call it. So I'm actually really motivated to get this fixed and on the car. Something I learnt is that with the compressor wheel, it doesn't actually go on and off just freely. You have to heat this up, and then it just came right off. So with the new one, I'll have to heat it up, slide it on, and then it'll seat itself on the shaft. Disclaimer, I just want to say I have done my research on this, and I know fine well that turbos have to be balanced. These things go up to, I believe 200,000 RPM, and that's not where I want to have a failure. The turbo itself is still brand new, it's all fully balanced. The compressor wheel needs to be balanced as well. And there is some websites that I've been looking at compressor wheels and they do say they're balanced, and then some just don't say anything. So really, when looking for a new one, I want it to state that it has been previously balanced. The telltale signs as well of seeing that something's been balanced is, I thought that was actually a mark in there that was part of the damage. But if you look on the back here, you've got this little cutout as well, which shows that it has been balanced. They just take little bits off here and there when it's on the balancer, and that should mean that if I get a new compressor wheel that's balanced, fit it to the already balanced turbo, we should be okay. Obviously I had to take the compressor wheel off to replace with a new one, but I also had to use some calipers and get sizes. I've got all the sizes listed here. Some I genuinely just couldn't get because of the damage. As you can see, it's very precise measurements. So what I done was I sent all these measurements off to a company called Turbo Rebuild Limited, and they were very fast at replying, and I have currently ordered a new compressor wheel from them, which should actually be delivered today. It should just be a case of getting the compressor wheel on, all tightened back up. You can see the O-ring in the background as well. I've taken notes of all the marks and how the turbo was clocked so that it is how it should be. Something else I'm really excited to try is, if you know what a T51R mod is, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But for those who don't, what a T51R mod is, I believe back in the day with Toyota Supras, they used to have a HKS T51R, something like that. I'm a bit confused myself with the numbers and letters, but to some of you, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But basically, these Supras had this HKS turbo that sounded like a total jet plane, and I'm a complete sucker for turbo noises, spools, that sort of thing. And this was a perfect opportunity to try and do a T51R mod. I'll actually stick up a clip of what I'm talking about here.
First try. That sounds like a bad supercharger. It's so loud.
And what that is basically you have a standard or hybrid turbo, and you can actually order a T51R mod from a website, and it's like £300-400, possibly more, and it just gets the whole cold side front housing, it gets machined to create these little grooves in the sort of intake pipe, and that creates the jet plane spool sound, and I've went and done just that. As we can see, I've got these little grooves machined into the housing itself. Very shallow, but also nice and close together. This had to be machined out anyway because the debris that went in and ruined the compressor wheel also marked all of this, so it had to be machined anyway. I just wanted to try something different to see if I could get that noise that I'm looking for. This all needs cleaned clearly. You can see all the metal shavings in there from the machine shop. So hopefully I'll just be cleaning that out, new compressor wheel on, fit that back on, and then I just need the supporting mods to get the hybrid turbo onto the borer. Also want to just do a quick car walk around to the things that I've been doing, because I do work on the car off camera, just little stupid silly things that aren't even worth recording. So as I mentioned, I cleaned all the engine bay as well as the car. Just little things such as this stubby aerial. It's like a 3-inch stubby aerial. I thought it would actually increase the signal for the radio because it's pretty terrible. It's just the standard radio that's in the car. But the original aerial that stuck out to like here was completely rotted and corroded. So I just took that off, got that fitted, and it's just a very small and slight modification, but actually makes quite a big difference. Speaking of the radio, it does have the original cassette player, and what I've got here is a cassette to USB-C adapter, so I can actually just plug my phone in and play music all around the car, even though it's the standard cassette player, which I think is pretty cool. If you have an old car that you need sounds in from your phone, then this is the best £10 you will ever spend. Fitted a little Broadway mirror as well. This basically clips on over the original mirror. It's a lot bigger, a lot wider, a lot clearer. And also, if you're a Transformers fan, please show me a better car accessory for dangling from your mirror. Got the little AliExpress turbo mascot in there as well. Another little subtle thing is I got the big sticker off of here as well. And also the regi plate had this surround, which I'm not a fan of. So I just took that off and put the registration plate back on. I do want to get some metal pressed plates. I was going to put my private plate on this, but I do like the fact that a O2 plate car makes it kind of look a little bit more sleeper-like, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to keep the standard plate on it, get them metal pressed, and I think that'll make a nice difference to how it looks. Also, can't forget the Dark Side Developments sticker on the back window. These are all just little silly things that I've just been doing to the car, which don't make a difference whatsoever. As I've said, if you've not followed the Instagram page, you would have seen this already, this Dark Side Developments kit, and also the hybrid turbo. That's it for today's video. It was honestly just a quick one. There were so many things I just wanted to really get off my chest and into the channel, such as the hybrid turbo, the Dark Side Development parts, all the other parts that I've got lying around, the fact that I've got a sponsorship, the fact that I've went over 200 subscribers. It's been some time since the last video, but there has been 5 sort of major things that have happened, and I just wanted to share that with everybody. But all these parts here and the hybrid turbo is what's going to make the car that much better, so I'm really looking forward to that. Everything that you see here will be its own individual video, such as fitting the hybrid turbo, such as fitting the air filter, such as fitting the front mount intercooler, and I'm really looking forward to it. So if you are as well, please hit that subscribe button. Also follow the Instagram as well as the TikTok. I'll put all the links in the description. And if you are wanting some energy drink that isn't Red Bull, that isn't a Monster, that's not a coffee, and you just want something to pick you up, then use W Energy. Use the code here, all caps, no spaces, and save yourself 10%. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.